and gents. Welcome to the Great Pasquale Show. Make yourselves comfortable as we embark on a journey back in time when things were a whole lot better, see? A time when people were tough, independent, and believed in being free, see? So without further ado, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the show as we give a big warm welcome to our one and only savior, the Great Pasquale, see?
Thanks, Bob. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in this never-ending saga of tyranny. And I really mean that, never-ending, where we, the freedom faces of America, band together to continue our fight against the masked Nazis, the tech bullies, the gullibles, and save our nation from the, almost at this point, it seems like we're trying to save our nation from everyday man. But, anyway, it's been quite an Orwellian nightmare as we've been using this term, Orwellian nightmare, overusing it. But really, can you blame anybody at this point? It's endless. So, got some technical difficulties here. Anyway, it's been a while, so kind of winging it today. Pardon the horrible camera is the original camera. I'm using the MacBook camera lens because I ordered a little, I don't remember the name, it was like something cube or some round stupid webcam. I had a really good one before. I had a Logitech and I'm using that, but I lent that to my wife because we're all working from home, saving lives, we're all in this together, and so I donated it because I wasn't doing my my thing. Sorry, just need a drink here. But anyway, long story short, it was defective. It was too dark. It looked like crap. So I got to get another one, and whatever. But I got this nifty little tripod for my mic, so it's not in the way in me hitting the damn thing with my hands when I'm talking. Because as Italians, we talk with our hands over here. So anyway, I'll be brief. It's 2021. It's April. This is like so right now it's over a year, but it is 1 year of the anniversary, basically, of when the mask madness, well, actually, we're a week away from when the mask madness went full-fledged. When Cuomo initiated his executive order, it's a mandate. You have to wear the mask. So that son of a bitch, basically on April 15th, I think that's what it says on his little document, or that's when he made it public, whatever, and we were required to wear masks, and we had to wear them everywhere. It's very vague. I mean, it's so funny. It's all, since everybody likes to play the interpretation game, I'm going to interpret it because if I remember correctly, I think I still have a picture of the actual executive order on my phone somewhere, because I used to shove this up people's frickin' rear ends whenever they used to tell me, oh, you got to wear a mask in here. And I would say, well, it said, it said, and you have to wear a mask in public spaces, and I think it said, and when social distancing isn't possible, which was a weird way of wording it. I also have a little HIPAA law thing on my phone. I am exempt from all regulation mandating face mask usage in public. Wearing a face mask... oh my God, I can't speak English today. Wearing a face mask poses a health risk to me. Under the ADA, don't forget this, ADA and HIPAA, I am not required to disclose my medical condition to anyone. Okay? What happened to the ADA laws? The Anti-Discrimination Act. We don't follow them. We use these things conveniently, right? Don't we? And, there was... oh, yeah, here's one. Here's a little tweet from Cuomo. I don't think you're going to be able to see this. It probably would be backwards. I don't even know. Hopefully it's not backwards. But it says... This was a tweet that he sent out May 5th, 2020. Keep 6 feet of distance from others in public. And it says, in parentheses... If it is impossible to do so, you must wear a mask or face covering. Now, let's think about this for a second. Though we've talked about this a million times. What is the point of all these supermarkets and pharmacies and whatever, all these public places, but basically take your typical grocery stores, for example, and they got taped lines and they marked them every 6 feet in all the aisles. They even have one-way aisles. I have a video about that, one-way aisles, for Christ's sake. We got like a one-way street. Unbelievable, because we're going to crash into each other and, somebody walking down the aisle that way, the germs are going to go with the flow of the walk. Why are they marking the goddamn lines on the ground with tape and these custom-made stickers? I'm sure the printing industry, and believe I'm in the printing industry, I know, made a bundle on these round, keep 6 feet apart, stay safe. What's the point of that? Right? I mean, if these stores are telling you got to wear a mask in here, and it says by Cuomo, is it impossible for me to social distance in your store? I used to ask them all the time, and they'd be like, no. I said, well, then let me inside. It says right here, you must wear a mask if social distancing is not possible to do so. Plain frickin' fucking sucking English. I mean, what else? I mean, I had this printed out on a clipboard. I used to walk around with a clipboard because every time people would harass me in stores, I'd be like, let me in your damn store. You cannot do whatever you want just because it's a private business. It's unbelievable. And then you see this, and then they put the executive order on the wall. Executive order number 202.17. Shoppers must wear a cloth face covering or face mask while inside the store. They forgot the other part of the sentence, when social distancing is impossible. These were the fights I was having all throughout April and all year long with these sons of bitches. And I have the executive order somewhere. Man, I'm sorry, I'm ill-prepared. I did this on the fly, but you get the point. It basically says that. So they contradict their own goddamn mandate. So then the stores get away with it, and they say, well, even if that's the mandate, it's our policy, and you can't come in without it. And I had these arguments with people, because there's this misconception that private business could do whatever it wants. But that's not true. Nobody could do whatever the hell they want. If you own a house, you can't do whatever you want, okay? You can't just, set your own house on fire or, have a party on your front lawn and turn your music to high heaven and just think that you could do anything you want. You can't put a picket fence on your front lawn in some neighborhoods. You have building codes. You have neighborhood zoning laws. So this nonsense that private citizens, private people could do whatever they want. And I'm using a house as an example. That's as private as it gets. You cannot do whatever you want. You have to get permission from somewhere. Now this is a private-owned business, let's just say. And they're not really privately owned. I mean, let's say Stop and Shop, Wallbound. They're publicly traded. I mean, you can buy stock in these things. So how are they privately owned? It's not a private business. So it's basically a business serving the public, you and me. We are walking into these buildings and we're allowed to go in there, and we do not have to wear a thing on our face. Understanding we have laws. There used to be an anti-mask law. There used to be a time when you couldn't go into a place with your face covered because of ID and possible theft and crime. I mean, they're allowed to have camera surveillance. What are they surveying? If you have a mask on, you wouldn't be able to identify somebody because they all look the same. They look like doctors. But anyway, people, I encourage you. Go into your local store. Take the damn mask off. If anybody bothers you, show them and read back what I said to you just there. I could social distance. If they still give you a problem, you say to them, why am I not allowed in your store? And then they're going to say, well, it's our privacy. It's our policy. The answer to that is, if you think you can make any policy you want that's not even in compliance with the actual mandate, what it says, and you're going rogue now, go put a sign on your door that says no blacks allowed. Let's see how far you get with that, okay? Because they cannot just demand anything they want. These damn businesses have no right to just demand things like that. What if they had a law that said, you can't wear clothes in here, naked only, or you got to flash your boobs at us if you're hot. I mean, this is insanity. Insanity. Besides the fact that I'll run out of time to talk about how the masks don't work, the science, proves it up and down the wazoo. A year into this thing, nothing works. Nothing has worked. Not the lockdowns, not the masks, not anything. The washing of the hands, the sanitizing. And newsflash, people, it's called flu season. What happened to the twindemic? We're going to get the influenza, and we're going to get the coronavirus on top of the influenza. We wear a mask. We're going to beat this thing. We're getting close. We're with you, New York. Stay here, New York. They're lying to us. You idiots that even believe them are morons. This has been a lie. This is the new flu. Wake up, people. If you follow the pattern and you look at when the spikes were, in both cases and deaths and hospitalizations, granted, the cases are so overblown and the deaths are so overblown with how they fudge numbers. Still, you see the pattern, you see the bell curve, and then you see a dip in the summer, and then it comes back up again in the fall, and here we are in spring, and it's hitting its peak at the same time last year, and it's going to taper off again. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to say, oh, the vaccine did it. Oh, the masks did it. They take a bow and take credit every time it's an opportunity to them, because they are opportunist, swine, pig, bastard, lying politician demons. And if you follow the money and you follow the control, you will see the modus operandi of all of these decisions and what they are doing to us, okay? Don't be a fool. Have some courage. Have some faith. These masks have done nothing. It is the only control they have left. They love this. They love seeing their public. And look at me. I'm keeping my town safe. I'm keeping my city safe. I care about my people. It's respectful. Nonsense. It's disrespectful to make people cover up their God-given faces and our beautiful children that can't even go to school. It's a damn shame what we're doing to our public. I could go on forever about this stuff. Practice the things I'm teaching you. Fight back. Take these damn masks off. Shove them up their friggin' asses. And where are the environmentalists, by the way? Have you seen our beaches lately, our oceans, our garbage dumps? These masks are everywhere. They're all over the streets. It's disgusting. They're not recyclable. What do you do with them? We should use them for toilet paper, since we have no toilet paper. We haven't had toilet paper in a fucking year. You wipe your ass with these masks. The boring 20s. That's what this is. Nonsense. It's garbage, okay? Garbage. A little tip of my hat to Chaim Ben Pesach, the JTF. He was a good man. Anyway, gonna end the show. More to come. Hopefully next time with a good camera. So sorry you got the grainy thing, but at least this one has good light. These webcams that are built into the laptop always have a good light source. But, you know, we try our best here. It's, you know, what could you do? I mean, it's just a crazy time, people. And that's why my jingle is always of the 20s, because the Roaring 20s were a great time. It's when people had courage and they were enjoying life. And here we are 100 years later, and it is the boring 20s. They're doing a damn good thing about these times. All we gotta do is just pray that there's better times ahead, but it's gonna be a long road. With that, God bless, hang in there, burn a mask.